Karla was trying to sleep in her bed when, suddenly, she heard a faint creaking sound from the corner of the room. Slowly, she opened her eyes, but the darkness had swallowed everything. The only sound was the eerie creaking. She took a deep breath and had to look at the doll by her bedside. The doll was still, but its eyes were staring right at her in the dark. Karla was spending her first night in the new house. Everything was clean and fresh, but there was something strange, an old feeling lingering in the air. Before entering the room, she noticed an old toy doll standing strangely in the corner. Its face was faded, and its eyes seemed to glow red. Karla tried to fall asleep, but she couldn't. Her mind kept thinking about the doll and its creepy stare. Then the creaking sound came again. This time she could hear something moving. The doll, its eyes glowing bright red, slowly turned its head. Karla froze for a moment. She thought the doll was sitting on the bed, so close that its eyes were still watching her. She gathered her courage and took a step forward, getting out of bed. The doll was so close that it was staring right at her. Slowly, she took a step back, but then a voice echoed through the room. "Run, run, it's too late now." The voice echoed off the walls, filling the room. Karla froze in place. The doll began to move, its eyes glowing red, illuminating the corners of the room. It slowly started walking toward her. Karla felt her heart race. She tried to scream, but no sound escaped her mouth. Just then, the door slowly slammed shut, and a cold wind blew through the room. The lights flickered. Karla's eyes stayed fixed on the doll's terrifying movements, and a thought crossed her mind. This doll had always been here. The curse of this doll had tainted every corner of this house. Suddenly, the doll's mouth opened and a voice came out. "Turn back. There's no escaping now." Karla, desperately trying to take another step back, found herself frozen in place. The doll's voice was growing louder with every second. Then a figure appeared, like a silhouette, but its eyes were blood red. The doll's body began to turn, slowly walking toward Karla with every step. In that moment, everything froze. The doll's eyes locked with Karla's, and suddenly, everything went silent. The lights went out and everything went dark. Karla stood there, paralyzed with fear. She took a deep breath. She didn't know what to do. Suddenly, the doll started moving again. Slowly but steadily, it came closer, step by step, until it reached her. "I want to be with you, forever." At that moment, Karla found herself surrounded by a beam of light. But that light showed her one thing. There was no escaping. The doll took one final step toward her and a scream filled the air, and that scream left the room. I'm waiting for your comments.